is an elephant.
Hello, everyone. I sat here just thinking I was just going to talk, and well, my microphone was halfway around the world. How's everybody doing today? This is Dr. Lisa, and I am here. Today, we're going to talk about and lay out our crystal grid for the new moon in Scorpio. So, before we get started, let me just remind you, or let me thank you, first of all, for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone. Okay. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so I want to welcome those that are here in the chat. Hey, Warrior Girl, how are you? Welcome, Facebook. Hopefully, this is showing up in Facebook as well. Um, I wanted to take some time to go through this crystal grid, and I wanted to take some time to just kind of walk through things and just kind of let you know why I chose what I chose and all of that great stuff. So, if you haven't already, I want to remind you that you can go to my website and download this free, absolutely free 3-page PDF document that we're going to be looking at. You're going to have the grid here. The grid, we're going to go over that. I also gave a very rather deep explanation of why I chose the sacred geometry I chose and also the crystals. Now, the new moon is not until the 4th. So I'm giving this to you guys in plenty of time for you to gather together your crystals, for you to get everything like cleared, cleaned, all that kind of good stuff. And I'll even give you some tips about charging, okay? It before the 4th. So set this up before it's in full effect because we are already in new moon season. Okay. I know today is Halloween at the time of this recording, but I want to just stress the importance to you guys of beginning to set your intentions. Okay. And beginning to really consider it and think about it. Okay. And if you haven't already, there are 2 videos I want you to see. One of which is I did a video, the 7 things you need to know. As soon as this live is kind of uploaded, I'll link that at the end of the video in the end screen. 7 things you need to know about the new moon in Scorpio. And then I also did new moon in Scorpio tarot and oracle readings for the entirety of the new moon. Okay. So let's begin. All right. Let me take this. We're going to hide this. We're going to start off. Let me go ahead and go to over here where I think what I'm going to do first is let's talk about the grid itself. So let me go to the window and I'm going to put this up. There we are. Okay. So this is what the crystal grid looks like. There is one whole page in this 3-page PDF, heartofinspiration.net. You can go to that if you haven't already. Sign up for my emails. If you haven't done that as well, I send out about 2 or 3 emails a week that have all sorts of really awesome information and announcements and all that kind of good stuff. But this 3-page PDF is in the free download section. So if you're already on the email list, in the 3-page downloads section of that. Okay. So that's the grid we're going to be working with today. And I am going to now, let's go back over here and let me share my whys. Okay. So I want to share this with you and let's read through it a little bit together about the new moon in Scorpio. Now, if you saw the video, I'm scanning in so you guys can for sure see this. If you saw the video, that's the 7 things you need to know about the new moon. Okay. Um, it really went into detail about what this whole situation is all about. Okay. It went into great detail about what the new moon itself is representing and why. And hopefully, you guys can see this on the screen, but I'm going to read along with it as well. So what you're going to notice in this with this grid is the base of this whole grid is the seed of life. Okay, the seed of life. And I chose that for a very specific reason. Spirit led me to use this symbol because this new moon has intense transformational energy contained within it. Life begins with the seed. However, the seed must, quote unquote, die in order to truly live. This new moon contains everything within to completely transform and allow of your life transform your life if you allow it to. So, what do I mean by that? Okay, let's stop sharing this one. What do I mean by that? This is what I mean. Scorpio energy, as most of you probably already know, Scorpio energy is all about this transformation, personal transformation, transformation within, without, and you kind of die to self, die to ego, and then become like the rising of the phoenix, right? We talked about that being one of the animal totems, the phoenix, the eagle, and the scorpion. And so the phoenix dies and then is reborn as this fiery, passionate, all powerful, really understanding its own power being. If you study the mythology of the phoenix, you will know this. You become this entity that is all powerful and really understanding its own divinity. Even in like one of my favorites, like the X-Men. When Jean Grey became the Phoenix, she became really integrated with this universal source of energy, the Phoenix energy, this Phoenix consciousness that then allowed her already third dimensional abilities to just be completely illuminated. She was like she was that entity, that energy went all around the universe looking for someone that could like contain it, house it, like it could live within, and that it wouldn't completely destroy the person. The interesting thing is her third dimensional self died, right? So her ego self died, and then she became this kind of destroyer slash life giver in the universe, this universal deity. And so this is what the Phoenix represents, you becoming this really one with universal energy, with life and death, and this neutrality of things just must happen the way that they happen. But you really come into your own understanding and understanding of your own power. So that's one animal totem. As you then become the phoenix, then you rise above everything as the eagle and you can see things. You're married to self, right? um Not all of them have Warrior Girl, there's a comment. Sorry for those of you that are watching the replay or listening. Warrior Girl says, I didn't realize all of the signs of the zodiac have 3 so-called animal totems. Not all of them do. The Scorpio is one that does. So I'm just going to go through those. So as you become like the phoenix, right, you rise up above. Now you can kind of become married to self. Okay. And this marriage to self is represented by the eagle, because the eagle rises above and becomes again in this neutral kind of gliding state, sees everything from above, below, and it really doesn't affect the eagle until the eagle decides it wishes to interact with everything below it, right? The eagle also mates for a lifetime. And if you like kind of look at the eagle's mating kind of life, the eagle is kind of solo dolo in a sense, but then it does come together with its soulmate for the purposes of procreation. And there is this connection to it, but they are not so interdependent on each other that they need to be with each other 24/7, 365. Like there is not this codependency in an eagle's partnership. Hello, not this codependency in an eagle partnership. So I feel like we are going to become, this is also, this new moon is very symbolic of us becoming both married to self and married to who we truly are, and then kind of coming into this neutrality, but also opening ourselves up to really being in relationship with the person, if you're single already, or, maybe recognizing if you are in partnership now, that maybe this truly is your person, and this person can be very accepting of you no matter what. Hey, Miss Anna. No matter what. Okay. So, because you just kind of let each other live your own lives. And then, of course, the scorpion being the third animal totem and the third level of transformation. The scorpion is very, again, all three of these entities are all very independent. The scorpion, though, kind of lives and let lives. Like, it's like, okay, cool, you cool over there. Like, I'm not really going to bother you until you really come into my space and like you doing the most. So the scorpion then pretty much sets its own very tight but very realistic bubble. And it doesn't depend on anything or anyone else to tell it where its boundaries lie. So you get to determine your boundaries. This is another transformative piece of this new moon, right? So let's finish reading. So that's a little bit about this new moon, and you can watch more of that in that video. But again, we chose the seed of life, or I was led to choose the seed of life because, well, this is, we are planting the seed so that we can grow. And it's very important for us to be interactive with this new moon. It is 7 days prior to the 11/11 portal. There are also later on in November at the full moon, we will be seeing a lunar eclipse. So the eclipse season starts at the end of this month, at the kind of middle, if you will, of this lunation cycle, which is in 2 weeks roughly, which is the full moon. So it is super important for you to do some like serious shadow work this time around, kind of get rid of these, or really start to address these roots, and then moving forward and transforming, transfiguring, and transmuting that energy back in. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. Also, we placed an octagram underneath the seed of life. That's what you see, this massive yellow, right? The seed of life itself is gray on this page, and then on this grid, and the octagram is yellow. The octagram is going to grant you support and stability, as well as balance throughout this season of transformation, because the moon is at its detriment in Scorpio. And again, I talk about that in the seven things you need to know. Because the moon is at its detriment in Scorpio, even though you will need to release a lot of various energy and people and ideas, you may feel uneasy about this process. Your feelings are going to be a bit unpredictable as you try to find the words to express the why, or you may just erupt like a volcano. So I want you to allow the numeric value, the numeric vibration of 8 to stabilize you, to help you expand, and to assist you in growth and progress and success. And then finally, I had to zoom out. Sorry about that. Within the seed of life itself, we have created 2 hexagons, or stars of David. The 6 points of this shape perpendicular. So I put them 90 degrees to one another because a 90-degree angle is a square, right? And so it kind of forces you into motion. It like challenges you to move a certain way. The 6 points of this shape, perpendicular to one another, will further bring balance and harmony, divine connection, and alignment with the cosmos, right? Think of what the Star of David symbolizes. These shapes will also help you integrate light body activation, transmutation, bring clarity to your life purpose, and ease the karmic balance this new moon is bringing. Okay? Woohoo! That's a lot going on. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And you're going to want to watch this video back, but I needed to put this out so you guys could begin to construct your grid. Um, so I'll take a quick break to kind of address some of the comments here. Warrior Girl. So yes, each zodiac can have two. I mean, there's shamanic practices, there's Celtic, there's Incan, there's Egyptian, there's all these different practices and spiritualities that ended up having their own totems for different or some similar ones for different zodiac signs. So the eagle is a totem. It could be one for Libra as well. I'm not sure. But I know for positive, the eagle is one for Scorpio. I think we need to just be a little bit more fluid in how we are looking at what we've heretofore believed to be like the end all be all of how we understood energy and how we understood the zodiac and how we understood everything, because we're moving into this fifth dimensional very quickly, this fifth dimensional reality. So we've got to begin to interact with the zodiac and everything else within a different attitude. You know what I mean? With a different energy, with a different perspective. All right, what I'm going to do now, if I can find it. Ay, 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 where is it? That's not it. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to go and find something really quick. Bear with me. Okay, sorry, guys. All right. I'm just trying to change my video perspective. And so that's just causing me a little bit of consternation. Not sure why this is happening. Okay, we're going to close that. We're going to close this, move that. Okay, hopefully this doesn't do something stupid to my video. So just bear with me 1 second here while we get back. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. So I went black and white, but you guys will be fine. All right. There we go. Back to color. Okay, here we go. All right. Sorry, gang. I thought it was open. Let me now go to. All right, here we are. Don't mind this over here. So here I've got the grid again. Go to my website to download this free crystal grid. I'm going to keep saying this, heartofinspiration.net. You'll find it under free downloads, or you will also, if you haven't yet, sign up for my email list. You're going to get just a few emails a week. I don't spam you, just a few emails a week, but you'll be able to download this right there. And if you're already on the email list, go to the free downloads tab in the on the website. So here we go. All right, here we are. So what I'm going to do now, you guys know, I know a lot of people get really, really, I don't want to say bent out of shape, but I want to say this ritualistic about how to clean, how to clear, how to charge your crystals. What I want to assure you is this, because I don't recommend charging crystals in a new moon. I don't. I don't think anybody will. But what I will recommend is that what you do, so I've got Palo Santo, you could use sage, green or white. This new moon, if you do have some white sage or you do have some Palo Santo, please use that. I feel like it's going to be a little more, and I know I'm going back and forth. I don't get really hemmed up about things. Um, just be sure you're kind of smudging your grid, smudging your crystals, um, smudging your area, cleaning it, and clearing it. Okay. Now, if you have feathers, you can take this and just hold it and wave it, right? So you wave it over. But you're doing this all with the intention of cleaning, clearing your grid and cleaning and clearing your crystals. So I'm going to set it over here in the abalone. Now, how I charge my crystals when I don't want to set them outside or what have you is I simply take my crystal, and this, by the way, is a red carnelian obelisk with rounded corners. I'll tell you why I'm using rounded corners. I take them and I put them in my hands like this. And if you guys have taken any of my courses, you'll know I put my hands in them like this, and I just use my intentions that I am charging this, my connection to the universe with my highest energy for my highest good. And we're charging it with the energy of the cosmos. And then I blow. Done. So you'll notice here, right? I've got everything color coded. You can't go wrong. You can't mess this up. The red in the center is representative of the red carnelian. So I'm going to place that there. Okay. Just so you can see. Okay. Now, when you're ready to actually activate this, you're going to write your intention down, fold it up, and put it underneath your red carnelian. You do not have to use an obelisk. You can use a red sphere and put it on the stand, right? So a red carnelian sphere, put it on its stand. Um, we chose red carnelian as the focus stone because of its warm vibrancy, because it boosts confidence and the power of true expression. We want you to truly be able to express all of your feelings, all of your emotions, truly be able to express, you know, the why. Come on. Okay, I'm not sure why it's not doing that. Okay. Oh, that's why. Because I'm over here. So I want you to truly be able to express the why, the how, understand the feelings, understand your emotions, understand that it's okay to let the garbage go that needs to be let go. I don't want you to hold on to things, and I don't want you to let them fester and to keep kind of causing some issues, okay, in your life, because you're not allowing yourself the free reign to actually um, make this thing that we call life work and make this transition. This is really a transition between dimensions. We are literally going through the portals. We're literally going through all of the transitions. We are literally starting to leave behind the control and the fear and all of that craziness and the doubt and the shame and the darkness and the density of third dimensional living, of the third dimensional matrix as we ride to the crystalline grid or crystalline matrix. And I've been doing a lot of meditating, studying, and downloading of information, as well as listening to other people as they're channeling this information. And I need for you to understand this is a very, very, very important new moon for you to actually interact with and not to just kick off to the curb. Okay. I need you to interact with this. Spirit needs you to interact. Source needs you. And so this red carnelian kind of represents that transformative energy. It also as my very dear friend Anna, who we got to have some time together on Friday, informed me of, red is also the color, right? It's the color of blood. So representing blood of Jesus, it's going to represent the ability, the like cutting of cords and canceling of hexes, curses, what have you, that's been put upon you, either knowingly or unknowingly. Okay. Um, Excuse me, I'm so sorry. This stone empowers your self confidence in all aspects of your life. And we are going to need that because this is really a crystal grid that's been designed for some shadow work, transmutation, and reintegration and raising of your vibration. Now, the inner support stone, the first one is going to be black obsidian. And I've gotten a few very beautiful black obsidians. And so that's going to be in the first hexagonal, right? This is the first hexagon. You see, I found some hexagons. And when you're creating your own grids, it's really viewing, seeing the shapes within the shape because they're all one built upon the other. Okay. The black obsidian is well known for its ability to absorb negativity. It is a powerful stone to use in shadow work because it helps reveal the source of the shadow, the source of the issue. Welcome to everybody that's joining us for this live stream. We're going to not be here very long, a little bit longer than I anticipated already, but we're going to be short here. So it helps you to identify the real source and reveal it to you, whether it be in this lifetime or past lifetimes or, whatever it is. Somebody put it in you or you just seen it on TV and so you integrated it, whatever that source is for this pain and for this toxic energy that keeps recreating more toxic energy. Black obsidian is going to help you with that. It supports you in facing your fears and healing your wounds. So I'm putting this very close to, right, that first inner stone, to the self-confidence, the first inner support stones. Why? Because I want the self-confidence that's coming in. I can face these fears. I can change my life. I can transform into the beautiful phoenix and rise and soar like the eagle and defend myself like the scorpion. It doesn't matter because it's not me being bad or evil. It is me being me. You are allowed to have your own divinity. You are allowed to have your own autonomy, and you are allowed to do all of these things. My son is dressed up for Halloween and literally about scared the living bejeebing shit out of me just 2 seconds ago. Oh my gosh. Okay, it. So you're allowed to do that. And this is going to help you regain your divinity, regain your autonomy, regain your power. Okay. So that's what the black obsidian is going to help. Black obsidian will also help you release your inner warrior and cut energy cords. Yay. We like a good cord cutting stone, don't we? All right. So the middle support stone is the tiger's eye. So here we have, I got again a number of beautiful tiger's eye from my metaphysical shop. So we're going to place the tiger's eye in the other, that's these brown circles right here. So this is literally like grid by numbers, okay? You cannot mess this up. Put the tiger's eye in the other hexagon that I turned perpendicular. Why? Because if you look within here, we have that like birthing, release, sacred geometric shape also within here. So this is really going to help you do it with layers. It's also going to give you another layer of protection in case you're concerned about that. It's also going to allow you, um, it's got to get down to the next layer, get down to the deeper layer, get down to the real root of it. Tiger's eye is also very, not just supportive, but it's also very empowering as well. So tiger's eye encourages action, right? That's why we did it perpendicular, so we can encourage the action. This isn't going to be comfy, guys. This is not going to be a comfy, feel good, kumbaya new moon. Highly necessary so we can move into the next phase. Tiger's eye encourages action, motivation, power, and good fortune. Okay. So as you're coming into your highest good, your true purpose, and you're beginning to learn that this is where you're supposed to go or understands where you're supposed to go to really fulfill your purpose, it's going to help you walk in abundance in that. It also helps bring balance and stability to the user. Are we seeing a theme? Okay. It also inspires us to take intuitive steps towards our goals. All those dreams, and we're gonna do, I think, another live in a day or so to kind of talk about like why our dreams don't come true and why grounding is so important for manifestation. I'm gonna do another live this week. That's very important for us to get grasp. Okay. And then the outer stone. So this right here, this kind of goldenrod, these are citrine. You can use amber as well. I'm using citrine here. And some of them are perfectly aligned with the tiger's eye. Some are aligned with the kind of in the middle, the birthing process, right? And some with the black obsidian. So we're going to put that all around the outside on the octagram. The citrine has tremendous uplifting energy. What I wanted to do as it kind of projects out, as this energy, if I put this in, as this energy kind of whirls and whirls and just kind of builds up power, when we release it, I wanted it to be released in an uplifting, transfiguring, and reintegrative energy. Okay. It promotes happiness, energy, and new beginnings because this is a bunch of new things we're going to be doing, guys. This isn't old. This isn't like unusual. This is like honest to God, like serious new beginning energy as we get ready to enter into the 1111 portal. Citrine also has the ability to transmute negative energy into positive energy. It is a helpful assistant in manifesting your dreams and creating your new reality, which is what this is all about. Shadow work for just the sake of shadow work without having its complementary integration and transmutation can be just kind of torture. Okay. This is the grid. Now, before you actually put your focus stone down, when you get ready to do this, you are going to, you're going to write down your intention. You're going to fold it up, that piece of paper. You're going to like really ingrain that. You're going to fold it up. You're going to put it underneath this. Some things I would recommend as well. If you're not feeling really super supported throughout this whole thing, or you're just a little nervous about this whole thing, what I want to recommend to use this, I want to recommend that you can have I'll probably end up with like 2 white candles, one on either side, or you could put 4 if you have them. You can use some red candles to kind of cut through the noise and cut through the garbage and cut through all of that, right? As you're getting ready, as you're preparing this. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can make them a square or you can put candles around as in a circle. And if you do that as a circle, or even if you're lighting candles, period, please activate your grid first. Like, okay, you could put the 2 white candles here, or you can light them up and then move them in place after you activate your grid. I don't want to be Betty burning themselves. There's that. Then also I would light the candles before you come in and meditate. Like, keep this grid up. Hopefully you can keep it somewhere covered, and unlike my kid, away from kitties and stuff, like my kitties like to come and play with the crystals. So hopefully kitties won't play with it this time, or I might cover it up. But once it's activated, let's keep this up until like right about the full moon. And thank you so much. Thank you from Facebook. Thank you. And then let's also then because we're gonna probably change this up a little bit for the full moon. I just don't know how we're gonna do it. All right. And I'm going to go over one more thing. When you do activate this grid, so the reason why I chose like a not an obelisk that normally has the points, I wanted a little bit more of a round, easy, helpful, supportive generator. So I wanted this energy to kind of more flow off rather than shoot off. If but you can use what you wish. An obelisk is a fantastic generative um shape, right? Geometric shape. So definitely use it if that's what you have, like where it's got the actual points. Now, when you go to activate this, I want you to start here, of course, clockwise to the black obsidian. And then you're going to go to the tiger's eye. When you go to the citrine, I want you to kind of take a breath in and then exhale. Because remember, this is all about transfiguration. So as you're thinking on your intention and activating, right? And then come back and touch your focus stone this time and really activate it. You can move your candles closer by you, and then I want you to meditate. I want you to really feel this energy as it is generating, as it is activated, as the cosmos comes together to help you unload and unpack all of these various shadow energies and things that have just plagued you and kept you from being who you have always known you've been meant to be, and have stopped you from breaking free from the matrix. Or maybe you're already moving in towards a, like, maybe you're already working towards your purpose and you've already been taking those steps, but there just seems to be a few obstacles, or you're just unsure of yourself or what have you. I really, really, really want you to realize that this is all about transmutation and reintegration. This is true alchemy right here. So you are literally alchemizing yourself. You are raising the vibration of your cells. You are raising your vibration of your third dimensional being, and you are stepping into your new reality. Okay. And you're creating it. So I want you to understand that you are creating it. Thoughts, creating, because we're doing this 1 week, 8 days. So 1 week is 7 days, right? But really, the 11th will be 8 days after the 4th. Why is that so tremendously important? Because the 8th day, that 8th energy, um that is all about eternity, balance, right? Mastery, all of that, right? It is infinite. And we are stepping into our infinite selves and through this beautiful portal on 1111. So let's not squander that. Okay. Let's use that and let's step through into this new earth portal, into this 5D portal, because you understand, I'm beginning to understand a lot better that we're going to be dealing with 3D, 5D dual living for longer than I think a lot of us thought we would. And we better get used to it. And we better figure out how to exist and to then help the rest come up as they do. Okay, that's what I have for you today. Now, before you run off, um, if you're ready to become a practical light worker, right? If you're ready to really step into purpose and get a free consult, go to the Linktree link in my description box below, set up a 15-minute free consult with me, and we're going to talk about, or my team, and we're going to talk about what it means. We're going to talk about the why behind the what. We're going to talk about what does this truly mean for you today. And if you're ready to step into your purpose. Um, and also, again, as I announced in a previous video, I am now working with various lenders to assist you in being able to come into the program. That way you like kind of ease up if they're, I don't want them to be stressed, but you understand what I'm saying? Like help you out a little bit. So we do have those available. So we do have some financing available. Don't forget that the crystal is needed, and it's going to be in that document: red carnelian, black obsidian, tiger's eye, and citrine. Just for this time, go and download my free crystal grid. And by the way, the guided meditation is coming. I will be recording the guided meditation specifically designed to help you through the shadow work during this new moon. So I'll probably put it up a little bit early so that you guys can begin to work on, like, deal with the shadow work. Okay. So just so we can have those resources up there for you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with me. I so very much appreciate you, and I appreciate your love and support. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you very, very much. Namaste. Bye bye.